This is Eyeno Ethio, and you're watching NOS 20.
So, how did you get into music, Eyeno?
How did I get into music? Eyeno Ethio. Pretty much when I got into it, I say I was really young. I was like a child, like 5, 6 years old. I remember my first rap. It was just all vowels. That's really how it all started off, and I was just like making vowels. Just like balan, anything that rhymed with those like certain vowels, A, E, I, O, U, and I don't know, it was always just a passion to myself. And then just growing up, early teenage years, I was just, focusing on like, what I wanted to do and what I liked the most. So I chose music. I remember telling my my 8th grade teacher that I wanted to be a rock star. Obviously that didn't work out because I don't know how to play instrument, and I'm not really into rock music. I was always into rap. So yeah, from that point just kept going with it. High school would just like write raps. Lost all my rap notebooks. I used to like write poems to girls and shit. And from that point, yeah, just carried it on after high school. And just kept running with it. And yeah, I think I recorded the first song I ever made. It was called Clouds in My Eyes with my nigga Real Chance Beats on my mom's birthday. And I showed it to her, and then I guess she liked it, and I just kept kind of just rolling from that point on. So if you don't know, now you know. It's Eyeno. Go ahead and check out the album I do. Eyeno, I'm emotional.
How did you give yourself, or how did you get that name, Eyeno?
So, Eyeno Ethio, I'm gonna break it down. Really started with Ethio, and it was I was in the studio. I was like my junior year with a couple people, and we was all smoking, and we was all talking about just rap names. And I didn't really have one. I would always call myself like Kid Maxie or like Lil Max. So I remember we was all smoking and we was all high, and this guy was like, "Man, we're getting in this Ethio zone." And I was like, "Yo, that sounds like a live ass rap name." I was like, "I'm gonna take that." And in the process of me doing that, and I was like, "Well, I want it to really mean something." And as I was learning throughout my literature class that year, in my junior year, I was learning about ethos, pathos, and logos. So ethos is like the speaker, pathos is like the people they speak to, logos is the logic. And I was trying to like figure out like a real significant thing to where like, why am I Ethio? And I was like, well, the Roman numeral I is 1, so there's Ethio. So that's how I came up with Ethio, just through this process of just like being in the studio. And then Eyeno, I was like 20 years old, kept running with the name Ethio, and I was big into like finding out manifestation stuff. So one day, me and my girl are just driving. At the time, she was my girl. We was driving, and like I was telling her, like, you speak to the world and it speak back to you, and it's crazy. So I saw this tag that said Eyeno, and I was like, what? I was like, bro, it's speaking to me, like literally. And I was like, that's what I'm gonna change my name to, Eyeno Ethio.
Yeah.
Come to find out, a week later, maybe I'm off by time, but a week later, I ran into the homie who does the tag. He sold me some weed outside the gas station, and he actually gave me my first like paid show. He threw me like, I want to say like $50 just to come perform. So my homie, yeah, he said I could run with the name, even though he do the tag. My homie Marquise, that's my guy right there. We actually just knocked out a verse the other day, but that's how Eyeno Ethio came about, and that's what we going all the way to it with. You know what I'm saying?
All right, what's your favorite Wise snack?
Oh,
From the snack board.
From the snack board, I probably have to go with like if I'm gonna go, I probably have to go with like some Rice Krispies. Get like a little high C orange or whichever flavor they got, just to wash it down with.
What's an ad-lib you always do in one of your songs?
I've been trying to incorporate my name. So every time I say something, I feel like very arrogant or just like very outlandish. I'll like ad-lib it with just saying I know. Because it's like just tops it off. So I've been trying to incorporate I know. So if you hear it and just know like, oh, I know.
Popeyes or Chick-fil-A?
Popeyes or Chick-fil-A? Damn. I'm gonna have to go with Chick-fil-A. I'm bougie like that.
What's your favorite food after smoking a blunt?
What? Hold up. Damn.
His reactions are.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to go with some ramen from Daruma. If you're out here in Austin, go to Daruma, Austin, bro. I'm telling you, $10, bro. Get the miso. Telling you, right there on 6th Street. Check it out. That's what I'm gonna have to go with when I'm high.
Okay. How did you find out about Night Owl?
I think I ran into y'all before y'all actually were about to cop the room, the whole shit up over here, you know what I'm saying? And what really just wanted me to go was when I went and saw Lamoon and Cam over at the Red Rooster? Something like that, the Red Rooster out there on East 6th or East 7th, whichever one. And then, you know what I'm saying, just seeing how everything was building up, the marketing. I say it was just, you know, internally just seeing you guys as people. So I really fuck with the corporation y'all guys is running out here.
Who would you want to feature with, dead or alive?
Dead or alive? If I was to feature with somebody, it's kind of hard. I would have to say someone like I've been listening to a lot of Money Man. I'll probably do something like Money Man. Maybe some Melly. Be fucking with Melly. Cole. I would definitely like to peek onto that like lyrical side. So if I was to categorize, you know, some artists, I'd say something like that. Some couple artists like that.
How do you want people to know you for?
For my music, I feel like, you know, just to understand the versatility and, you know, just not to be subject to like one aspect of music. You know, I feel like there's too much to know about Eyeno.
How do you see yourself 5 years from now?
5 years from now, so I'm gonna break it down in two aspects. I'm gonna put it in music career and in my reality. So reality, like regular day-to-day shit, you know what I'm saying? 5 years I want to like have just really outstanding credit, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully get a property, something like that, you know. Work towards high independency as just myself as a man. That's just like something I want to accomplish in 5 years. And as an artist, just more radio play, more airplay, mass networking, just, you know, accomplishing, you know, just some major goals, you know, that can affect my career, whether it's, you know, label talk or, you know, just, you know, show talk. So it just all depends on where it goes from there, you know.
What is your hometown, and if I go there, what's the one thing I have to do?
Yeah, I'm from Austin, Texas, home of the University of Texas Longhorns. I would say if you come into Austin, Texas, you want to go to University of Texas Longhorns game. Shit, the host is just live. It's a good little place, a little good setup. Just depends on your age category. You might want to hit up 6th Street. You would want to hit up a lot of the restaurants, whether or not you're like a bougie person or not, you know what I'm saying? There's like a lot of healthy options, but you know, they're pricey, but I'd recommend a lot of people to take advantage of those things that Austin has to offer, you know.
Titties or ass?
Shit, if it got a pussy and a walk and a pretty face, I don't even matter about no ass and titties, man. I need a beautiful face and some wet splash and dripping thing. You know what I'm saying? Some shit I could just get up in that. You know what I'm saying? I don't really worry about no ass and titties, man. I'm a grown man. If that bitch bad and she bad, she ain't gotta have all the package, man. She just gotta have that nice face. You know what I'm saying?
If you could time travel, what time would you go? Back or forward?
I'll go so back, bro. I go back to like I'll go back all the way to like when Newton discovered the laws of physics, and I would like stop the apple from falling, and I would do that. I would go back all the way back then and just be like, man, this man is not finna get this apple, and he's not finna figure out the laws of physics just from gravity. No, I would go back that far and stop that. See where it takes us.
How do you like spending your rainy days?
Tucked under my blanket, listening to sad music.
If you weren't doing music, what would you see yourself doing?
I think I'd be doing everything outside of music that I'm already doing, like going to school, just working. Music is really just, you know, the hobby that, you know, I'm looking to aspire to, you know, give me a residual income and, you know, just build a platform, brand myself.
What other artists do you like from your city?
That's a hard question because I don't necessarily know everybody in my city to say who I like and who I don't like, but I think you know, if I've heard your music and I actually listen to it, then most likely I like it. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear more, but I don't really. I don't know. I've never heard everybody in my city. I've never heard every artist, you know, and how they rap. So it's like if you got some music you want to show me, and you know what I'm saying, maybe I'll peep you out. You know what I'm saying? I really want to get to know the city. So I really don't have a solid answer for a favorite Austin artist. So if there's Austin artists out there that want to send some music, go ahead and check me out. Like I said, I'll check it out. You know what I'm saying? Go from there. You know. Really feel like I can't put a single artist in a favorite category box for my city because I haven't heard everybody from my city yet.
What's your next project or a single that you're dropping?
So the next project, I am titling it as Eyeno. So this one is pretty much breaking down who Eyeno is, who Ethio is, and just going on from there. So Emotional was pretty much the Eyeno and Ethio feels, and so like a lot of the songs I dropped on the album, Emotional, there's a lot of Eyeno vibes, and those are like the hard, just heavy banger kind of songs, club kind of songs, party, you know, rocking kind of shit. And then I got the Ethio kind of things where it's more like, you know, it's more slow love songs, R&B kind of vibes. Because when I first made music, that was like, I dropped an R&B song. Diamonds Aren't Forever, produced by that boy Chubb back in like 2016, I think 2015, around that time. But next project would be Eyeno, and then after that it's the Ethio project, and then that's it.
One word to describe yourself.
One word. Indescribable.
Okay, and we're gonna do like finish the sentence. When I'm driving, I tend to think of
How fine my bitch sitting next to me looking, cause she be bad as hell, I promise you.
And when I'm in the studio, every night I always have to have.
When I'm in the studio, every night I have to have. Damn. I have to have a fire ass beat. So if you guys produce them beats, go ahead and send them my way, cause you know what I'm saying, you make everything live. You feel me? The whole Austin community, everybody coming live. Shout out Night Owl Studio. Shout out the whole community within the organization itself. And you know, we all out here just striving out to be better artists, aspiring to be great, you know, in what we do. You know, don't just look at this as you know, something to do. You know, look at it as there's a lot to do, you know. So I want to just give a shout out to everybody that watches this show. Go like, subscribe, comment. If you checked out the album My Emotional, go ahead and let me know your favorite song. And that's what it is. Eyeno, Ethio, coming straight live.
They said I do, but true.